So mice don't really like cheese that much. A lot of you probably knew that already, but it's one of many, many myths that are out there about mice. So in this episode of Mousetrap Genius, I'm going to be looking at 3 of the myths that, judging by comments on the channel and things that people have written to me over the years, I've judged to be the most pervasive myths that are out there about mice and that could possibly be affecting you and your attempts to deal with them. So diving right in. Myth number 1, mice move into a house because it is messy or unclean. It's true that a lot of houses out there that are messy or unclean might have mice in them, and that might actually increase the chances that a mouse moves in a little bit. The fact is, other factors like proximity to a mouse's habitat and the age of the house and how well insulated it is actually have a lot more to do with it. And mice are actually very likely to move into a very clean and well-maintained house if those 2 other factors are involved. So while keeping your house clean is obviously a good idea, and it might reduce your chances of getting mice a little bit, just because somebody's house has a mice infestation doesn't really mean that they're just a dirty person or they don't clean their house very well. That is a myth. Myth number 2 is that mice travel long distances. I hear this one a lot, people telling stories about, hearing that mice travel hundreds of yards or even miles. The fact is they rarely ever move more than about 6 yards from their nests, so not very far at all. And in fact, they intentionally build their nests within a few feet of whatever their primary food source is, just so that they don't have to move very far. Why is that? Mice don't have any kind of real natural defensive mechanism other than not being seen or heard by predators. So if they have to go out and cross a field or a street or anything like that, the chances that they'll get picked off by a bird or some kind of other predator goes up exponentially, and their chances for survival go down very quickly. So natural selection has favored mice that don't travel very far, mice that are kind of homebodies and don't ever go out where it is dangerous. Third and finally for this video is the myth that you only have 1 mouse in your house. I get people asking me so often, what should I do? I have a mouse in my house. Well, the fact is, you almost never have a mouse in your house. Mice are extremely communal creatures, and while adult male mice will almost never live in the same nest and will fiercely defend their little corner of their territory in your house from other adult male mice, they will share their nest with up to 3 adult female mice, each of which are quickly reproducing at a rate of 6 babies per litter. So it's extremely unlikely that you would have 1 solitary hermit mouse living in your house. You probably have a whole bunch of them, and you just only happen to have seen 1 mouse at one time. They live together in little mousy communities. As always, down in the video description, I'll go ahead and post links to some live mouse traps that we have tested extensively here on Mousetrap Genius and have found to work really well at humanely capturing mice, even lots of mice, if you have that big of a problem. So if you do have a mouse problem, or if you anticipate you may have a mouse problem coming up later this summer or fall, I'd recommend you check those out. They could be your first step to solving that problem in a humane way. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to Mousetrap Genius for more great content just like this, only different, if that makes any sense at all. Until next week, I hope you have a great day.